What's going on, guys? Um, I want to discuss with y'all a few things I've noticed recently via the games for gold versus the PlayStation Plus games that they offer, and I want to discuss the fact of Microsoft's support for upgrading the memory versus PlayStation's lackluster support of upgrading their memory and the forcing of making their customers have to go out and do it their damn selves. I mean, I understand the blowback from the failure of the Vita and the memory cards and how fantastically expensive they were. But I'm gonna explain on that part in a minute. So let's talk about games with gold versus PlayStation Now or Plus or whatever the fuck it is they call it. Games with gold during the 360's lifespan was two AAA titles for free. Two AAA titles for free. Great deal. Don't know when it started. Probably when PlayStation had to start giving away games because of the hack. Either way, Xbox got in on this and gave AAA titles with value to customers. And they've stuck with this plan, and the smarter of the consumer sees the value here. You pay $60 for a year for Microsoft Online Services, and you get like the Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and Unity, and Syndicate, and even the Batman Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham City, and so on for free. That, or for the 360's case, Dead Space, Call of Duty Black Ops 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, even Ghost could be free. I mean, it's really dependent on what they want to give you. Now, in the Xbox One lifespan, now you get 4 games for free, and they're all AAA titles thanks to the backwards compatibility. 4 games a month for free on Microsoft Xbox Live, their gold account. This, if you're not, I understand graphics wars. I want the best graphics, but if you want the best graphics, you're gonna have PC, regardless. And I don't care about graphics. I still play Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. If I had a regular Nintendo, I would be playing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about graphics. I never have. And I understand graphics wars. I get that. But if graphics do not pertain to you in that sense, and you're a person who sticks to a brand, or you're a person who just likes game quality, or you're a person who likes exclusives, and you try to go with the console that has the most or the best or whatever, or you like a certain game on a certain console, like Halo or Fable, then you would stick with Microsoft. You know what I mean? And if you were trying to swindle somebody out of PlayStation, the best way to go for doing that would be Xbox Gold, and explaining to them this service. Like, well, what about the fact that it's so much lower than the PlayStation 4 at 1080p on everything? Okay, but you get 4 games for free every month. With an Xbox One, you get 4 games, and they're all AAA titles. Like, that right there would sell me no problem. You know what I'm saying? That right there. That means I never have to buy another game again. See what I'm saying? I don't have to buy a physical copy again. Why would I say that? Okay, I can walk into a GameStop. I can walk into a Costco, in fact. I can walk into a Walmart. I can walk into any store, no matter how many electronics, no matter how small their electronics, and that's why I say Costco. I've been in a Costco where they sell televisions, and they have Xbox Ones in Costco, where they sell those, and they even have a little thing for Xbox One hard drives. I've seen I believe a 2 terabyte Xbox hard drive for Xbox manufactured by Microsoft for the Xbox at Costco versus PlayStation 4, where when you go out and you're just out and you're looking for stuff for your PlayStation, that doesn't exist. Xbox comes stock 500 gigs versus PS3 stock, which was 60, 80, 120, and then so on, which 500 was the tops, and even now that's still small. But that was big for the PS3. Now, 500 gigs is like 80 gigs for the PS3, which wasn't shit. And they kind of stopped, didn't even say anything about anything. They haven't done anything about anything. You don't even see them trying to support upgrading the memory. They've left that to us, the customer, to go out and find these memory units, the hard drives, and put them in ourselves. I mean, yeah, you can go on and, watch YouTube videos and all that whoop-de-whoop, but that shouldn't be something that they force us to do. They should be, you bought our console, awesome. Here's another hard drive to upgrade it, just like with what Microsoft has done. This way, they can remain on top, because this is a good way for them to sell all their consoles, and then all of a sudden people go, you don't have a whole lot of shit here. This company over here has 4 games that are AAA. You're offering indie titles, and that's all you're offering, but this console over here offers 4 AAA games every month, and I'm kind of leaning towards 4 AAA titles every month. Plus, they're offering a terabyte console for the same price as your 500 gig console. That's more memory and more titles for $10 more a year. I think I'm gonna go over here because you also don't offer shit in the way of memory of upgrading. See what I'm saying? Because Sony doesn't. They don't offer any kind of anything. I mean, when you walk into the GameStops and you walk into the Best Buys, you literally have to walk over to the laptops to find the hard drives. And then you have to know the measurements and all that shit. And like I said, you can look it up online and all that, take all the free time you want for that. But that's just like, why does Sony feel like they need to make us do the work? I mean, Nintendo did that route with us with the Wii when it comes to finding actual games on the Wii that were made for gamers. And that's why the Wii, whether it sold good as a system or not, which it did, it sold great as a system, it's not the point. The fact that people were like, oh, it's a kiddie system. When I have a good collection of Wii games here that are not kid-friendly, that's not the point. The point is, they left that up to the customer, and that's what hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the PS4. The PS4 is a great system. It's selling like hotcakes, but the more you leave to the customer to do, the more the customer's lazy. The customer does not want to do anything. And the PlayStation 4, with as good a console as it is leaving way too much shit for the customer to do. And Nintendo's done this now for 2 consoles, and it just hasn't worked at all. And this is coming from a Nintendo guy. I'm a Nintendo guy. Again, I love Nintendo. I love my 3DS, which sits right here. I play this more than anything else. But at the end of the day, Microsoft is killing it, making it more convenient for customers to just walk into a store, spend the money they need to spend, and walk out with a beast of a console with a terabyte inside the console, 2 terabytes externally, and $60 membership for a year, 4 AAA games a month for free, and you have all the memory you're going to need to last you a good while. You see what I'm saying? And not only that, look, this month, Dead Space, For the 360, it's Dead Space and Saints Row 4. That's on the 360. And on the Xbox One, it's the first one was what is it? Some wolf game. Not like werewolf, but wolf calling or something like that. It was Telltale Games. It was one of those serialized games, and they're giving you the entire serialization of that game, meaning it's not just one chapter. They're giving you every single chapter. It's the whole game for free. They're giving you the entire game for free. And then at the middle of the month to the end of it is Sunset Overdrive. 4 games on the Xbox One. And they're all AAA titles. Amazing games. If you didn't buy Sunset Overdrive, if you played the patient game here, bam, Sunset Overdrive, free. Free. See what I'm saying? And it's an Xbox One exclusive. Meanwhile, if you invested in the PlayStation 4, what have you gotten for your investment? Nothing. See what I'm saying? A whole bunch of indie titles. And I know this. I have a PS4. And unless you know the dimensions and know that it's a SATA hard drive, it's got to be 2.5 on the hard drive. It's got to be that. And majority of them right now are only a terabyte. I'm looking for like a 2 terabyte, 3 terabyte to put in there to make it a beast. And they don't hardly exist that well. It's got to be external. Like, that's the problem. I don't want it external. I want it internal. I want to be able to just slide it in there, plug it in, and go. Because I don't want it to, I don't want that. I had that on my Wii, and it looks stupid. But they don't have that kind of support like the Xbox One does. You can't walk into a GameStop and be like, hey man, what's you got for your PlayStation 4 memory? They're like, well, we have a 1 terabyte, and that's it. Pardon me. And this is the problem between the Xbox One and the PS4. The Xbox One has crazy support and crazy free games because they're all AAA, and they have given you every reason to never buy a physical game from them again. All you gotta do is play the patience game with them, and eventually you're gonna run across the game you really want and get games you really want to play any fucking way. Like, they give you every reason in the book to own an Xbox, while PlayStation's like, buy our shit. And I understand the whole reason they didn't put out the hard drives and why they haven't, because of this thing with the Vita. They tried to come out with their own type of memory card with the Vita, and it backfired. They went all out and bought a Vita. Everybody bought the Vita, and then they were like, well, you're going to need some memory. And people were like, well, give me the, say 16 gig. And they're like, you need 16 gigs? Yeah, I'm going to need the 16. Well, how much is it? And then they turned around. Sony was charging $50-$60 for a 16 gig memory card. Meanwhile, you get a 16 gig for the 3DS here, and it costs almost half, if not 75% less than that. See what I'm saying? It could cost you $50-$60 for the 60 gig because it was a Sony brand. You had to have their brand of the memory card for that Vita. And that would be why they didn't want to do that. Because they didn't want that, backlash. And I understand that. But they need to understand these hard drives are actually very cheap to make. And they're actually very cheap on the market right now. So they could make these and put them on the market and get some money rolling in, because they do have computers, what is it, Vizio or some shit like that. They could make them, put them on the market, and release them as Vizio parts, but also as, being able to be used in the PS4, and let them go through game stores like GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, and shit like that. Man, they go out, people be buying them up, right, with the PS4, like 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, if they're available, because people like me are going in there looking for them, man. But they're not on top of it. They're not on top of it at all, man. The console that is more supported by their, respected company at this time is Microsoft. And it's fucking weird, because they're not the company that's on top. Microsoft is like, they turned it around so much after stumbling so hard at the beginning. They stumbled so bad to turn it around, like, as much as they have. Like, everyone's like, I don't think they're going to turn it around financially, and that might be true, but that's a damn shame, because when you look at everything they have and everything they're doing, it's really a damn shame. If you have a 360, you need to turn that bitch on and go to Games for Gold, or free games with gold, or whatever it is. It's one of the ads on there. Click on that bitch and watch the little 30-second minute video they have, and look at every game he tells you about. And I guarantee you it's going to make you think, because this is not just a 1 month thing, man. It's every month. Every single game he's telling you is a AAA title. It's no indie. It's no game that's under $40 at launch. None of the games they give you is under $40. So you give them $60 at Microsoft. You give them $60 for that year subscription. And then by the end of the first month, you've already got your return investment. At the end of the first month, download 4 games right there. Especially this month. If you did it this month, you got your return investment for that gold subscription. Sunset Overdrive, I guarantee you right now, you can't even walk into GameStop and buy it for less than $30. I don't know about that. What is it? Wolves of Calling, I think? I think that game still goes for $20. Dead Space is probably about $10 because it is a 360 game. And Saints Row 4, I don't know. I've never been a Saints Row fan, but I can't wait till it comes up on this system, man, because I got my 360 and I will be downloading it. I can't wait. I'm excited for that now. I never was into it because it was a Xbox game and I didn't have an Xbox at it. Pardon me, at that time. I can't wait for it now. So, I am, I'm not sitting here trying to, support Microsoft like that, but I'm not one to deny anything either, man. So when you sit here and you look at everything, man, Microsoft is supporting the shit out of their Xbox. PlayStation is kind of fumbling. And I know I've been really negative with PlayStation over, the past, since I got the damn thing. But if I had to say anything positive about them, look, I'm going to be 100% real here. With the fact they've been nothing but indie games, they have decided to launch one AAA title with their PlayStation Plus subscription, and it's only one. And the fucked up part is, it was on the Wii U first, and that was Ubisoft Zombie U. They retitled it when they decided they wanted to get out of their deal with Nintendo, and they retitled it Zombie I. Yeah, that's free with PlayStation Plus now, but I mean, unless they're going to start doing AAA titles now, I don't know. It's going to take about 6 to, from now until the end of the year, and nothing but AAA games. They got to quit doing this indie shit. Nothing but AAA games. I mean, Bloodborne's got to be free. Until Dawn's got to be free in the same month. Those 2 games got to be free in the same month. Like next month, Bloodborne and Until Dawn. The next month, Dying Light and Phantom Pain. Like, they gotta do games like that, man, in order to even try to make a dent in how Microsoft is doing. Because Microsoft has 4 free games now. 4 free games that are AAA. They gotta do something, man. Because if they don't, I don't see how PlayStation's gonna stay on top, man. Because the consumer is gonna see this and they're gonna be like, if you're not gonna support it at all, why the fuck should we? You're coming out with PlayStation VR. Good for you. But you're also coming out with a 4K, and I already know that's causing a hell of a disturbance in the PlayStation community. People don't know how to react to that. So they're kind of stumbling, and yeah, people are excited for the VR, but they're kind of it's kind of causing a disturbance in the force of the PlayStation fans. Cheap pop to Star Wars right there. But it is what it is, man. This video went on longer than I expected, but hey, if you stuck around to the end, cool. If you didn't, well, it is what it is. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments, man. What do y'all think, man? Do y'all think PlayStation offers the better games? Do you think Microsoft offers the better games? This is just something I thought I would talk about, just because like I said, I happen to notice it, and I really do. I think Microsoft, at the end of the day, I think Microsoft offers the better games that are free, not because they're AAA, just as a value. Like, I pay $50 for a year subscription to PlayStation, but I don't see any return for my investment. But on the Xbox side, I see a return in an investment there, especially if it's an Xbox One. I mean, Sunset Overdrive? Really? That's an exclusive right there. Not to mention, I think, Killer Instinct was a couple months ago. That's an investment return right there. My girlfriend got Killer Instinct for free. And I was like, damn, I wish I had a fucking Xbox One. When I saw that was the free game, I was like, I wish I'd have got this shit. Because I got a fucking PlayStation 4. She got Killer Instinct for free. And I got all these indie titles and not one AAA title. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time, man. As always, deuces. This is your boy, the average gamer for Just a Thought Productions. Take it easy, man.